Do not skip this. Stay with me for the next few moments, because what you are about to hear could change the way you see everything. This is not random. This is not background noise. This is the kind of message that finds you at the exact moment you needed it most. And if you are still here, then maybe you were meant to be. Most people miss the moment that could have shifted their life. They scroll past it, doubt it, laugh at it, or dismiss it before it has time to speak. But something tells me you did not land here by accident. Something told you to pause. Something told you to listen. Something in you already knows that the right word, at the right time, can unlock a door that has been stuck for far too long. So before we go any further, take a breath. Slow down. Clear your mind, because this is where the noise starts to fade and the message starts to land. And if your heart is already leaning in, that means the beginning has already done its job. There are moments in life that do not feel big when they happen, but later you realize they changed everything. A sentence, a warning, a reminder, a small decision, quiet yes, a single moment of clarity that separates confusion from direction. That is what this is meant to be. Not just words, but a turning point. Maybe you have been carrying pressure lately. Maybe you have been trying to keep it together while feeling tired on the inside. Maybe you have been smiling while battling thoughts nobody else can see. If that is you, then listen closely, because this message is for the person who has been holding on longer than anyone realizes. You may not have all the answers yet, and that is okay. You may not know exactly what comes next, and that is okay too. What matters is that you are still here, still breathing, still moving, still capable of change. That means your story is not finished. That means the next chapter is still unwritten. That means something new can still begin. And here is where the shift starts. Not with perfection, not with instant results, not with everything magically falling into place. It starts with attention. It starts with honesty. It starts with choosing to listen before the world tries to pull you away again. So stay here with me. Do not rush past this. Do not treat this like just another video, just another message, just another moment that fades away. Some words are easy to forget. Others stay with you because they touch something deeper. They wake something up. They remind you that you are not stuck forever, and you are not powerless either. If you have been waiting for a sign, this is your sign to keep going. If you have been waiting for a reason to believe again, this is your reason. If you have been waiting for permission to start over, this is it. Not later, not someday, now. And now that we have started, the real message can begin. You have probably been through more than you talk about. You have probably carried more than people know. And even if you have looked fine on the outside, that does not mean you have felt fine on the inside. Some battles are quiet. Some weight is invisible. Some of the hardest moments in life happen when nobody is watching. But here is what matters. Being tired does not mean you are finished. Being delayed does not mean you are denied. Being discouraged does not mean you are defeated. Sometimes the pressure you feel is not the end of your progress. Sometimes it is the exact place where your strength is being rebuilt. That is why this moment matters. Because if you keep moving with the right mindset, you can turn pressure into purpose. You can turn uncertainty into clarity. You can turn a hard season into a stronger version of yourself. The people who come out better are not always the ones who never struggled. They are the ones who refused to let struggle define them. So let this land properly. You do not need to have everything figured out today. You do not need to win the whole future in one day. You only need to take the next right step. One step, one decision, one honest moment, one small act of courage. That is often how big change begins. And yes, there will still be noise. There will still be doubt. There will still be moments when your mind tries to pull you backward. But you do not have to obey every thought that appears. You do not have to believe every fear that shows up. Not every feeling is a fact, and not every delay is a dead end. This is your reminder to stay steady, stay grounded, stay open. Keep your focus on what is possible, not just what is visible. Keep your heart ready for better, even if the present still feels heavy. Because sometimes the breakthrough starts quietly, long before it becomes obvious. And if you are wondering whether this applies to you, I want to say it clearly. Yes, it does. If you are listening closely, if you are still here, if something in you is paying attention, then this message has already done something important. It has interrupted the pattern. It has created space. It has reminded you that change is still possible. So keep going, keep breathing, keep your mind open. The next part is where the momentum really starts to build. This is the part where you stop waiting for life to hand you certainty, and you start building momentum with what you already have. Because real change rarely arrives as a dramatic explosion. More often, it arrives as a decision you make quietly, consistently, and bravely. Maybe the next step is smaller than you wanted. Take it anyway. Maybe the progress is slower than you hoped. Keep going anyway. Maybe nobody is clapping yet. Move anyway. The people who eventually break through are usually the ones who learned how to keep showing up before the results became visible. That is the hidden power here. Consistency, patience, focus, not perfection, not pressure, not pretending everything is easy. Just the decision to remain in motion even when the outcome is not fully clear. That decision changes everything. And while you move, remember this. Your pace does not cancel your purpose. Your current season does not cancel your future. Your hard days do not cancel your value. You are allowed to be in process and still be powerful. You are allowed to be rebuilding and still be becoming. You are allowed to start again without shame. So let this be your reset. Let this be your reminder. Let this be the moment you stop speaking to yourself like defeat is permanent. Replace the harsh voice with a stronger one. Replace doubt with direction. Replace delay with discipline. Replace fear with focus. That shift alone can change the whole energy of your day. And if you are feeling something stir in you right now, do not ignore it. That feeling matters. It means something in you is waking up. It means you are not as stuck as you thought. It means the version of you that was quiet for too long is ready to rise again. Keep that fire. Keep that hope. Keep that clarity. Let this message stay with you long after the video ends, because the right words at the right time can become the beginning of a different life. And this is not the end. This is the point where your next chapter starts to open. So hear this clearly. You are not behind in life because you are broken. You are not invisible because you are forgotten. You are not delayed because your story is over. Sometimes life gets loud before it gets clear. Sometimes the middle feels messy before the meaning makes sense. But that does not mean nothing is happening. Something is happening, quietly, steadily underneath the surface. Growth is happening. Direction is forming. Strength is returning. And even if you cannot fully see the result yet, you can still choose the response that keeps your future open. Stay faithful to the next step. Stay honest with yourself. Stay patient with the process. Stay alert to the small moments that carry big meaning. That is where momentum lives. That is where turnaround begins. That is where a person decides not to quit on the version of life they have been building. And before this ends, I want you to remember one thing. The same mind that once made you doubt can also learn how to believe. The same heart that once felt heavy can learn how to hope again. The same person who was tired can become steady. The same story that felt stuck can still move forward. So take this with you. Keep it simple. Keep it real. Keep going. The next chapter is not waiting for perfect conditions. It is waiting for your decision. And if this message met you where you needed it, let it stay with you. Let it remind you that change is still possible, that growth is still possible, and that your next step still matters. Do not let this end as just another message you heard and forgot. Let it become the point where something in you shifts for real. Let it be the reminder that you can begin again, even if the last season was heavy, slow, or confusing. You do not need a perfect path to make progress. You do not need every answer before you take the next step. You do not need ideal timing to move forward. What you need is the courage to keep showing up with more faith than fear, more focus than doubt, and more hope than hesitation. That is how momentum is built. That is how clarity returns. That is how a life starts changing from the inside out. Not all at once, not magically, but steadily, because you chose not to give up on yourself. So keep this message close. Come back to it when your mind gets noisy. Come back to it when you feel tired. Come back to it when you need a reminder that your story is still unfolding, and the best parts are not behind you. This is your sign to keep going, to keep believing, to keep moving. Your next chapter can still be better than the last one, and the first step begins now.